Tonight, after witnessing the most talented competitors in MasterChef Canada history battle it out all season,
Come on, guys. Get it on the plate.
we're down to the final four. Season 5 finalist and food content creator, Andy.
I deserve to be in the finale again. I know what it takes. This time, I'm not going to let it slip out of my fingers.
Season 4 finalist and recipe developer, Thea.
All of my weaknesses I had in season 4 are gone, and I'm back to win the title.
From Season 2, bakery owner, Christopher.
I know I've pushed myself in the last 5 years to really develop my skills.
And also from Season 2, restaurant owner, Andrew.
I've grown a lot, and I've dedicated my life to this.
Not only does it look like a restaurant quality dish, it looks like a 3 Michelin star dish.
Good for you.
Is this your first time?
First time, yeah.
It is really nice.
This dish, to me, I'm lost for words, as I said. And that doesn't happen to the Demon Chef. I'm emotional. That says it all.
This is restaurant food, restaurant presentation, and you are cooking like a master chef.
Thanks, Chef.
Now, it's a gloves-off fight for the finale
I'm not going home today.
and a chance to be Canada's next Master Chef.
It is semifinals tonight. I am so looking forward to just crushing it in the kitchen today. I'm gonna show the boys that I'm back to win.
I'm looking beside me, and there's 4 of us. So the fact that I have to be 2 of them to sneak into the finale is a mountain to climb.
Welcome back, everyone.
Here you are on the cusp of the finale and all that could mean. A life-changing title, $100,000, and a complete kitchen from Mila. We can't even imagine how we're gonna narrow it down to just 2 of you tonight.
So, we're not going to. This season, for the first time in MasterChef Canada history, 3 competitors will cook in the finale.
There's 3 people in the finale? What's going on?
Your odds of making the finale just improved. All that stands between you and a chance at glory is one more grueling series of challenges. Do you think you have what it takes?
Yes, Chef!
We'll see about that.
At this point in your careers, you're aware that all great chefs rely on a repertoire of specific culinary skills.
Tonight's first challenge, test these fundamentals, putting you in a 3-round battle. The winner will be given an important advantage in the elimination challenge that follows.
In this stage of the game, an advantage can mean the difference between winning and losing.
Your first test tonight is the starting point for so many dishes. A mirepoix. Onions, carrots, and celery, uniformly diced. We want to see you fill this container with the precise proportions of mirepoix that you see here.
A chef must be able to break down any fresh ingredients that enters their kitchen. Like the coconut. First, you have to get through the hard shell, harvesting the meat from the coconut while capturing enough water to fill this glass.
In my kitchens, we prep a wide array of proteins for service. Trussing a roast allows it to hold its shape. A trussed chicken retains its flavorful juices, and a trussed trout keeps all that beautiful stuffing inside. You will tackle these skills one at a time. The last cook to complete the task will not move on to the next round of the skills test.
Now please go to the back station.
I'm a little bit worried. I mean, chopping vegetables not the thing I do usually at the bakery.
I don't particularly want to go head-to-head with someone like Andrew, who works and breathes restaurant prep.
When we say go, you will begin your mirepoix. You must fill your cup in the proportions indicated on the cup.
Your first round starts now!
I noticed that Thea is not peeling her carrots with the vegetable peeler. She's cutting through them. That's going to save her valuable seconds.
Andy's moved up the onions, and so has Christopher.
And Thea, too.
Andrew's just putting his carrot into his glass now.
And Thea now is the first to get onto her celery.
Thea is moving much faster than anyone in this challenge.
It looks like Christopher is gaining right here. It's neck and neck between Christopher, Thea, and look now, Andy is so close to getting done.
Okay, Christopher.
Christopher, well done. You're moving on to the next round.
Thanks, Chef.
Everyone else, start now.
I would say Andy and Thea are neck and neck. They are just millimeters away from filling that cup. I think Andy could steal it.
Oh.
Thea, you're moving on.
I'm usually lightning fast in the kitchen. I gotta hurry up.
Continue the mirepoix now. Andy, you're moving on. I'm sorry, Andrew. You're out of skills test.
For this round, you must open up as many coconuts as it takes to fill your cup to the line with coconut water. Then you must harvest the meat from one of the coconuts.
The second round starts now.
Oh.
Look at Christopher. He is tearing through those coconuts.
Andy's removing the meat. I think we have a winner.
Thank you, Chef.
Thea, Andy, the coconut challenge continues now.
Stop.
Andy, you're moving on.
Thank you, Chef.
Unfortunately, Thea, you're not going on to the final round of the skills test.
I'm playing for an advantage, and I want to make sure that I have it.
This is the best advantage to have in the entire season.
All three proteins are in front of you. The roast and chicken need to be trussed, just as we showed you earlier.
The trout must be gutted and stuffed with lemon and herbs before you truss it.
For this round, you'll both be given 10 minutes. Do you understand?
Yes, Chef.
Start trussing now.
You know, trussing is a tricky technique. If you cinch those knots too tight, it really makes that roast not pleasant to the eyesight. If you have it too loose, it doesn't do the job it's supposed to, keep everything nicely in shape. Andy's on the final step of trussing his roast. He's taking the long length of string. Now he'll loop every single stitch so the front matches the back. A final knot. And he's moving on to the chicken. The first step is actually taking those wing tips and bending them down so those little tips sit underneath the wing bone where the breast is attached to the wing itself. Christopher's now off onto the chicken. Andy's struggling with it right now. Christopher's made up valuable time on that chicken. Now they are neck and neck.
I know that I have to tuck the wings somewhere, but there's no natural way that the chicken's wings bend.
You can see the frustration on Andy's face with those wings. They keep popping out. I think Christopher stole it. He has finished his chicken and onto his trout.
I cannot figure out how to fold these wings. So I'm just going to wrap a string around them and just hope for the best.
Christopher's got his herbs inside it.
Okay, Andy is scoring his fish on both sides. Now he should be moving on to his trussing.
1 minute! Come on, 1 more minute!
The thing with trout, they are extremely slippery.
15 seconds!
So those knots can move around.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
I'm looking down the line here, and my fish isn't bad. It's not totally the most beautiful thing ever. My chicken is a little off with the wings. The beef looks good. I'm pretty proud for what I was able to pull off in this 10 minutes.
Christopher.
Yes, chef.
On your roast, you have the stitches. You've completed the loop, but your loop is done a little wandering. Let's take a look at the chicken. I think you could have had the string a little tighter to have those hind legs stand up.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the trout. You did gut it, clean it, score it, put in the herbs and lemon, and you started trussing, creating your stitches.
Yes.
Just run out of time. Andy?
Chef.
Roast is complete with stitches. Not bad. Let's see the chicken. You're having some wing problems.
Oh, was I ever? I was wrestling with them.
Again, you could have had the trussing a little tighter.
Yeah.
Have those legs sit up, pinch at the breast.
Yeah.
These wings need to be turned back the other way so the little tips tuck right underneath
Front.
here.
Okay.
Trout. You've got the fish stuffed, scored, cleaned, and with the trussing, there's a little variation at the tail.
I'm hoping that maybe my roast is a little better than him, or maybe my chicken is a little bit better than him.
We do have a winner. Congratulations. Andy,
Yes.
your trussing skills are superior.
Thank you, chef.
This means you will have the advantage in the elimination challenge.
To go through a pressure test like this and come out victorious feels amazing.
Over the course of this season, you've had a chance to work with a breathtaking array of ingredients. But tonight, we're giving you a different kind of challenge. You will each receive one ingredient and demonstrate your range by transforming it into 3 tour de force dishes.
To think about one dish in an hour is tough. To think about where you're at with multiple components across 3 dishes is incredibly challenging.
The fabulous ingredients you'll be working with for this challenge are onion, carrot,
I start seeing root vegetables coming out, and I'm just like, what is the deal?
cabbage, and beet.
This challenge is all about taking ordinary and turning it into extraordinary. Each of these ingredients in skillful hands can inspire an array of truly astonishing dishes.
Andy, you won the skills challenge. So you get the power. You will decide which cook gets which ingredient. And you get first pick.
I'm gonna take the carrots. I think they're a very versatile vegetable that you can do a lot with. That one is the one that's talking to me. I am going to assign the onions to Thea. Thea cooks with a lot of color, and that's tricky to get out of the onion. I'm gonna give the cabbage to
The cabbage is my worst nightmare.
Andrew.
Andrew, you look very, very happy about that.
I am. The cabbage is something I grew up eating a lot, and I know so many applications for it.
So, Christopher, that means you end up with beets.
Beet is a pretty good ingredient for me. It's a vegetable that I feel comfortable using. It's something I eat at home a lot as well.
Please take your ingredients and head to your stations.
We provided you with the highest quality, German-made Miele appliances.
The intensity is so incredibly high. It is, I mean, you can hear a pin drop in the kitchen.
Remember, the ordinary ingredient that you've been assigned must play a prominent role in all 3 dishes.
I cannot afford to make a single mistake. If I could step into that finale, it would be a dream come true.
We're expecting to see extraordinary concepts, and your flavors need to sing.
Can I show up today? Can I push myself? Can I pull this off? I'm exhausted, but I still have more left in the tank. Let's just hope it's enough.
The cook whose dishes impress us the least will leave this kitchen for the final time.
I've come too far. I've worked too hard. I've dedicated my life to this craft. I am this close.
You have 1 hour and 15 minutes. Now, are you ready?
Yes, chef.
Time starts now!
What are we working with?
I love cute beets.
I'm very excited because I get to show off my creativity. But cabbage is the hardest ingredient
I'm looking for chickpea flour.
because it has the least flavor of all the ingredients here. So I actually have to pair it with some bold flavors and profile cabbage in a very different way.
Oh, luncheon meat. I'll take that.
I don't even know how many of these I'm gonna need. I have to make the onion the star of 3 whole dishes. 3 is really difficult, but there are so many variations of onions. Rosemary. So I'm going to cook with them all.
It's gonna be nuts.
This is the penultimate challenge. 4 home cooks, there are 3 spots in the finale. Someone is going home.
I like this challenge. All the ingenuity, creativities, innovation, it's all gonna come out to make that humble ingredient shine.
Onions.
Andy, how you doing?
Chef, I'm doing all right over here.
So you had first pick. Do you think the carrots are the easiest vegetable to showcase?
I think that it was the one that I had by far the most experience with. I cook with carrots all the time.
What are you making?
I'm gonna do some carrot ginger stuffed dumplings. I've got a carrot red curry with a crispy duck skin. And then I'm gonna do this delicious honey brown butter roasted carrots with Sicilian pistachios on there to make it look almost like a mossy log. I cook comfort food at home, so this is not the style food that I cook. So I'm just gonna do my best to be more delicate.
So not only did you get first choice,
Yeah.
you picked carrots for yourself, you also made the decision on who gets what vegetable.
Yeah,
Who were you trying to undermine?
everybody. Everyone's amazing at this point. It's very hard to trip anybody up.
Keep it up. I think you're going in the right direction.
Thank you, chef.
So much onion.
Hi there, Thea.
Hi, Chef Michael.
Tell me how you are going to take this onion, elevate it so it really shines.
I'm going to do a play on a French onion soup with dumplings and an onion broth. It's gonna be stuffed with caramelized onion and some cheese, and pork tenderloin with an onion and apple slaw. And then I'm doing a strip loin steak with an onion cream sauce and some charred onions.
Before I head on out, tell me, who is your biggest threat in this kitchen right now?
Andrew, probably.
Why is that?
He's been winning a lot of stuff, so he's the one I need to beat.
Do you think this onion could send you home?
I'm gonna say with confidence, hell no.
I like that confidence. Keep it up.
Bit of rice wine. One of my mom's go-to dishes is cabbage rolls. My cabbage rolls are gonna be very close to my mother's.
Hey, Chef.
Andrew,
How are you?
I saw you jumping with joy when you got the cabbage.
Yes, Chef.
Why is that?
Because I love cabbage, and there's so many versatile applications for it that I'm gonna try to showcase today.
Tell me the 3 applications you're gonna use.
I'm gonna make, from my country, the cabbage roll that I'm doing with, instead of rice in the center, I'm actually shredding cabbage, mixing it with ground lamb, allspice, cinnamon, and a little bit of garlic, obviously.
Yeah.
Second dish is a curried cabbage pakora with mint raita and red cabbage chutney.
No, I love Indian cuisine.
Absolutely.
So I want to see the spices.
Yes, chef.
So what's your last one?
Yes, the last dish is going to be choucroute garni, which is a dish that came from Germany to France in the 17th century.
Yes.
It has wonderful pork ingredients and some sauerkraut in there.
Sauerkraut should be the star of the dish. So I hope I'm not seeing a bunch of pork under some, fried cabbage,
No,
okay?
chef.
First 3% finale ever.
Yes, chef.
Who do you want not to be in it?
I want Chris out right now. I love the guy to death, but he's too scary for me. I don't want him in.
Okay, work hard.
Thank you.
Beets have a really strong earthy flavor, and so sometimes it's hard to pair flavors with them. But tonight's cook is gonna take every trick I've got left in the bag if I want to make it to the finale. I'm gonna be doing a beet palate cleanser, which is a beet pomegranate sorbet with some ginger foam, charred corn, and just a little splash of balsamic. My second dish is gonna be a beet gratin served with a onion and pine nut emulsion. And my last dish is beet salad with salt roasted beets with smoked duck breast, goat cheese, and some sherry vinaigrette. Salt roasting beets usually takes at least an hour, so I gotta move super fast because I've only got 75 minutes. I'm starting to feel like I might be overstretching today. Oh my gosh, I think I've got at least 10 more things to do.
Okay, where am I at?
What am I doing?
30 minutes left, 30 minutes.
Holy smokes, I'm making a lot today.
Both Andy and Thea are in exactly the same position. They almost got the title. They're former finalists. They were so close to it, they could taste it. They're both making dumplings. The difference, though, is Thea is making her own dumpling wrappers. Andy has chosen to use store-bought dumpling wrappers.
You're not gonna get the softness, so you gotta be very careful when you cook it.
There's gonna have to be sacrifices, and choosing the pre-made dumpling wrapper is one that I have to make. I hope the judges enjoy the big, bold Southeast Asian flavors. This could be exceptionally risky.
Gotta batter this.
Andrew and Christopher never made it to the finale during their season, but they're no underdogs, let me tell you.
In my choucroute garni, I'm making a quick sauerkraut by adding caraway seeds and adding a lot of vinegar and sautéing the cabbage so that I'm emulating the flavor of a sauerkraut.
So the thing about cabbage, it takes a long time to soften. If you can pull it off, I would be very, very impressed.
I have luncheon meat. Sometimes traditionally, this beautiful French dish even has hot dogs in it.
Andrew's making a sauerkraut dish with canned luncheon meat.
Canned luncheon meat?
I know that's traditional, but is Andrew's dish gonna be MasterChef quality?
I've been in the top so many challenges this season that if I come in last now, it would be a disgrace.
Cabbage, cabbage, cabbage. That's all I got.
10 minutes, only 10 more minutes left. Come on, get going, 10 more minutes.
Okay, that's super.
I'm trying to make sure that everything is in front of me so I can just get it all on the plate.
It looks like Chris has taken out his roasted beets and about to unwrap them to see if they're done.
I check on my salt-baked beets, and they're still not ready. If I don't get these beets cooked, I'm going home for sure, because that's the whole star of my dish.
I am really worried about Christopher.
I tried to reach for the stars, but I'm done for if I don't get this done. I chose too many things that took too long to make.
Hell, why is it so thick?
5 minutes! You only have 5 more minutes left.
My beautiful plating plans have completely gone out the window.
I think this time he has bitten off more than he can chew.
I'm not going home today.
Okay. I don't know if this is gonna be done. I need to let it rest.
My pork tenderloin is giving me some trouble. It's a little under, and if I don't get that pork to proper doneness, that could be the mistake that's cost you $100,000.
Hopefully the judges like it medium rare.
1 minute! Come on, get in there! Guys. Get it on the plate! One more minute, last minute!
Don't cut your finger.
Get everything in there! Make the humble shine.
I'm so nervous. I think this is possibly the worst plating that I've presented all season.
I need water.
Andy, bring up your dishes for tasting, please.
I hope these dishes are enough to get me into the finale. I hope that the carrot sings. I did a brown butter honey pistachio crumb carrot. In the center, we have red carrot, coconut curry, and on the far end, carrot, ginger, soy, dumpling, and fried carrot tops.
It's colorful plate of dumplings. It's got some crispy. I assume you got some pickles in there. So you got a lot going on there. It's very pleasant. When I look at it, I say, wow. Did you make your own dumpling wrap?
I did not.
Why not?
Rush for time, no excuse there.
Well, look at the fill. Looks nice. Andy, I'm impressed. You honored the Chinese dumpling. The filling, amazing. I taste the carrots. I taste a lot of the Chinese spices, but not overpowering the carrot, which is essentially the star.
This gorgeous-looking dish of roasted carrots, it really looks so elegant. So you slow-roasted these, intensify the sweetness.
Exactly.
I love the pistachio carrots, the way they're cooked. Beautiful and tender, just with a firm center, coated with that honey, the crackly, crunchy pieces from the pistachio. I would only like to have seen maybe a touch of vinaigrette made from the juiced carrot. It would have just sort of been the crowning jewel.
Yeah.
That is a class act.
Thank you, Chef.
I'm gonna try the red carrot curry. The cook on the duck is pretty textbook. It's nicely rested. The carrot gets lost a little bit in that curry. The curry flavors are very powerful. I love the placement of 3 carrot applications on one plate, but I think it needs a little more carrot in the sauce. Otherwise, I think the dish is very smart.
Thank you, Chef. I don't know if I did enough. Yeah, I don't know.
Thea, you're up next.
This is my ticket to the finale. This is my chance to get to where I was in season 4.
I did a play on a French onion soup. Then I did a apple and onion pork with some mustard seed. And this is a steak dish with onion sauce and various versions of onion.
Let me try the sirloin of beef
Yes,
with the multi-onions.
lots of onions in there.
Dish to me looks really attractive, and the steak beautifully cooked.
Thank you, Chef.
At the end of the cook, were you glad by any chance that Andy gave you the onion?
Honestly, this was very, very challenging. More challenging than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'm really nervous.
I love the flavors of the simple sauteed onions. The onion that was charred on the skin lacks just a little bit of seasoning. Then you have this classic onion sauce referred to as a sauce soubise. Beautiful and creamy, yet it displays the flavors of the onion in a different manner. This really is a great accompaniment to a steak.
Thank you.
Talk to me about this onions and pork dish.
I wanted to do some sweet, kind of caramelized apple and some brightness from fresh onion.
Do you think that you could have done something different with the onion application in this dish?
I was thinking about doing an onion foam.
Yeah, I mean, if you take away the onion ring,
Yeah.
you know, you just have some chopped onion here, which to me is not that inspiring, to be honest with you. Pork is perfectly cooked. What I'm struggling with this dish right now, Thea, is that you have 2 onion applications, but the onion flavors, they're very similar to me. I wish that there was more creativity behind the onion.
This is your take on a French onion soup with little wontons, eh? So, beautifully presented. You made your own wrap, right? You made your own dumpling wrap? Let's taste this. perfectly cooked, perfect consistency. I love the caramelized onions. Overall, it's very comforting and a very, very good take on the simple onion. I got the onion.
Good.
I really hope the judges saw the diversity in my cook, the techniques, and that I didn't take the easy route.
Christopher, please bring up your beet dishes.
The first beet preparation is a palate cleanser. This is a beet and pomegranate sorbet. The second preparation is a classic salt-roasted beet salad with a little bit of smoked duck breast and a beet au gratin. And on the side, there's just a pine nut emulsion.
Let's take a look at the duck dish. I think the plate could have been a little larger. Would you agree?
I agree, Chef. I ran out of time for plating all of my dishes. I started plating when there was only 5 minutes left.
Are you happy with the cook on the duck?
Yes, Chef.
I think that looks very nice. The roasted beets shine through, and that's what you've achieved here in all its glory. Then you have this duck. I love that little hint of smoke. And then you get that goat cheese that adds a wonderful creamy finish, but just a touch of acidity that livens up things. This could be the first dish that tastes better than it looks. Very nicely done.
Thank you, Chef.
This looks beautiful. You got a lot of techniques here. What is this? You roast the beetroot, you made it thin, right?
Scalloped.
Scalloped beetroot, so you sliced it very, very, very thin, and then you cooked it, right?
Yes.
Good idea. What excited me was the scallop of beetroot.
Yeah.
And that worked very well. It's got very unique textures. The pickled beetroot, could have used a bit more of it, okay? This sauce with the pine nut, it's also quite interesting. Give it a bit of richness. I like it. You have a lot of things coming together, but maybe just slightly a bit too much. Sometimes less can be more.
Yes, Chef.
This is your palate cleanser?
Yes, Chef. So this is a beet and pomegranate sorbet. It has a ginger foam and a bit of charred corn and just a splash of balsamic at the base.
There's a lot of components happening here, and it's very ambitious. The beet sorbet is very punchy, it's very clean. I like the flavor of the corn, I just don't like the texture. I have to be honest. Ginger foam, cream, beets, this dish confuses me a little bit. It seems like you have too many ideas floating around in your mind. I think when you're trying to innovate, not everyone's gonna get what you're doing. I do like where you were going with this. Sometimes you're ahead of your time.
I definitely overthought my concepts, and I'm disappointed that I might not make it to the finale.
Andrew, please bring your dishes up to the front.
I've worked so hard this entire time, pushing myself to new levels, and I just want to make it to the end.
This is a lamb cabbage roll with tomato sauce and creme fraiche. I have a cabbage and curry pakora with mint raita and red cabbage chutney. Last, choucroute garni, served with luncheon meat.
Well, I'm going to start off by trying your cabbage rolls. I'm anxious to tuck in and taste all those great flavors. The flavors are a little more subtle than I had anticipated. I was hoping for a little bit more of the allspice and those wonderful warm aromatics that I would associate with this dish. It's cooked really nicely. The tomato sauce is flavorful, but it's just the spice mix that I feel is MIA.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try the cabbage pakoras. Nice crunch. Wow, beautiful filling. I love this dish. I really do. I think that it captures the humble cabbage in such an elegant way. It's so crispy. I love the combination of the raita, the coriander. It's a solid dish.
Thank you, Chef.
All right, charcuterie garni. Presentation-wise, I think you could have elevated the presentation. It just looks rustic. Let's focus on the flavor. You know, I don't care if you use luncheon meat, it's tasty. You know, the biggest problem is when this luncheon meat becomes kind of the starter dish, there's a big problem with that dish.
Yes, chef.
The cabbage, it's undercooked. You know, you're not getting the softness. The sauerkraut, which should be with the star of the dish, not getting the rest of the spices.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Have you honored the cabbage? That is the question. Let's go back to your station.
Thank you.
This is gonna be really, really tough.
This can't be the end, because if this is the end,
We do. Let's do it.
it means that I wasn't able to reach where I wanted to go.
They showed a lot of range, a lot of technique, and some very innovative ways in which they elevated those humble ingredients.
This is really about pushing yourself to the edges of your full potential.
I want a chance at the title. Now is my chance to be MasterChef Canada.
But I think we've settled,
We came to a decision.
so we're all on board.
We're all on board. Let's do it.
Each of you created 3 dishes in just an hour and 15 minutes. There were some big hits and also some misses.
Deciding between the 4 of you has not been easy. You are all exceptional cooks.
But sadly, we're forced to say goodbye to one of you. Andrew, we're sorry.
Wow.
You will not be going to the finale.
Andrew, I know this is heartbreaking, but I hope you understand how much you've impressed us during this competition. Years of experience you've had running your own restaurant brought you back here brimming with confidence and a very deep reservoir of culinary skills. It is ironic that today, for the very first time this season, you faltered. We're disappointed that we won't get a chance to taste your delicious dishes in the finale.
I'm very proud of what I've done. I appreciate the opportunity. Just wish everybody great luck and knock it home in the finale.
Before you go, Andrew, which one of these 3 is gonna be Canada's next MasterChef?
Christopher has one of those brains that you just can't figure out, and nobody can touch him. Chris is gonna take it home.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, bud.
Andrew, thank you so very much. Now please leave your apron at your station.
Thanks, guys.
Great
Thanks,
job.
chefs.
And Andrew.
Coming back in itself was a great honor. Making it as far as I did is just the icing on the cake. It was a great catalyst for changing my life out of something I was unhappy doing to something that I absolutely love.
In the past few years, I've noticed that I'm not fulfilled.
So it's a no-brainer. You gotta cook, right?
Absolutely.
I'm proud of all the dishes I put up. This season,
Oh, look at that.
I'm proud that I showed off my growth.
It's a beautiful dish.
Thank you.
Really well executed.
I've done some things and challenged myself in ways I've never done before.
2 mushroom tacos all day, Jen?
Heard that?
So this experience has been nothing but great.
Yes! Woo!
My mom did get me here, and I wouldn't be here without her. And I got to show her what her life's work meant. I just wanted her to know that everything she sacrificed was not in vain.
Congrats, guys.
Congrats.
Good job, guys.
Congratulations, finalists. I guess you know what happens next. Come get your jackets.
Congratulations, Thea.
Thank you so much.
I had to work so hard. I had to bring everything I had in every cook to make it to the finale, and here I am, I'm so excited.
Wearing this jacket makes me feel so proud. I feel like all my hard work, all my effort finally paid off.
I feel like I just grinded my way to this jacket, and I'm so proud of the effort I put forward.
We'll be seeing you next week for the toughest cook of your lives.
I'm in the finale!
Next time on MasterChef Canada, Back to Win. The biggest finale ever.
There's so much pressure. The stakes are so high.
After several years, one competitor will finally realize their dream,
This is insanity.
I'm a little stressed out right now.
winning $100,000, the trophy, and the life-changing title.
Canada's new Master Chef is